Hi everybody, welcome to Staff Gymnasium. I'm Dominic Damiano. We sound a little loud already, don't we? As we get ready to give you, I'm joined of course by Nate Rollins as the visiting Harbormen out of the Patriot League come and visit, the Brockton Boxers. They met early in the season, Nate.
Yeah, they did meet early in the season. It was a real close one. The Boxers escaped with a 1-point win. That game was actually tied at 49 late. And in that one, Montero had a big game. He scored 20. Burton had 11 points and hit a couple threes in that one. So I know the Boxers hoping Burton finds that stroke in this one.
Bob Niffen, am I saying that right?
Yes.
Right? That's a good start for me tonight. With his 15th year at the helm with the Harbormen, this should be one heck of a matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, get your hot chocolate ready, your popcorn, and all your snacks, and stand by for Brockton High School basketball.
Very good shooting. Hingham team, very sound defensively. It's going to be a tough one for the Boxers.
And of course, they're playing a three-man crew, tipped off one by the Boxers. And we're underway here at Staff Gymnasium as Montero starts the first possession here. Burton was thinking about hitting one. Goes off a pick off Hopkins. Is a long baseline for Trito, won't go. As they check the sound, will be too low. And got a dead ball on the floor, I believe. Let's see what we have to call it on 15. As our director and producer Emma Reardon came in to give us a little helping hand there for a minute.
Wouldn't be live without her.
That's right. I wish everyone a happy President's Day today. It's the first. And our new stats guy from East Bridgewater, Rich Moretti, is in the back, ready to help us out between quarters. It's them both. And Brockton takes an early, as you can see, 2-0 lead. Rateau on Murphy. They kick it all the way over. That's McBride. Back to Johannes. And now over to Murphy. Murphy, top of the key, looking left. Thinking about driving is Johannes. He was high at the glass, nothing there. Rebound, Montero.
Nice play by Lutz in there.
Now Burton. Burton was thinking baseline. He's gonna try to drive, move, stop, pivot, kicks it back out to Montero. He has a clean look.
There he goes.
Now the Harbormen, they come into this game 14-6 overall, 11-5 in the Patriot League.
No easy games in the Patriot League.
A long shot, that's off. Rebound Brockton, and Burton will bring it up. Burton, Montero back to Burton, top of the key, guided by Murphy. And he comes a little bit, takes a jump shot, no look there. Lutz has it. Rateau's in a drive baseline, little guy, kicks it back out to Lutz. Now Montero sees it, goes with that hand, he usually hits that shot. Great defense by the Harbormen, and there's Burton. Oh. Coach Niffen has seen enough. He takes a break, Nate. 6:14 just underway.
Yeah, this is certainly a good sign early on for the Boxers, specifically Burton hitting that shot. He'd been struggling with a stroke a little bit over the past couple of games, but as I mentioned at the outset, he hit a couple threes in this their previous win against Hingham. Yep. He's going to need to get going.
Absolutely. One of the big outbreaks I saw, I had the privilege of watching, I believe the BC game, the BC High game, he dropped about at least 12,
Yeah.
And he was on fire.
Yeah, another thing we haven't touched on earlier, if you're just tuning in, Zeke Johnson out in this one with food poisoning for the Boxers. So Nate Rateau's got the start, and he's been playing well.
Absolutely. It's funny, they both have the same haircut and the same build.
Yeah, you can't mix them up now.
No,
One's not playing.
Right, exactly. So I'm off the hook. But then I got to worry about Hopkins and Foreman because they have the same haircut too and the same build.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. All right, so the Boxers come out of that break. They're going to stay. Both teams, I believe, did not make a change going into that first time out. On the inbound, they do a simulated full court press to give the Harbormen a little bit of breathing room. Rateau on Murphy. He kicks that over to McBride. McBride almost lost the ball. Burton had him. Now Murphy, he'll start it up again, covered by Rateau.
It's defense by Montero.
They work it all the way out. There's a long three. Off the rim, won't go. Rateau, he's gonna run. He has help. He has Burton. Burton for three. That's short. And here comes Hingham. Trying to make a move with Johannes up the glass. Can't finish. Rebound Brockton. And Burton has, Montero's seen enough, so he'll try to slow down the Brockton offense, and he does. They work it around the perimeter. Burton now. Rateau. Approaching 10 seconds on the clock, on the shot clock. They're trying to make some type of great zone defense by the Harbormen. Down to 5 seconds, he has to make a move inside. He goes high and he's fouled as he fed that in to Lutz.
Yeah, big size advantage inside for the Boxers. As is the case most games when they play. Lutz is a mismatch.
They'll call that on Liam McBride, his first team second. Again, welcome everybody watching in the greater Hingham area here on Brockton Community Access TV, the YouTube channel. It's his first. Trying to extend the Brockton lead to 10. Hits them both. And just like that, the Hingham on the inbound. Hingham, oh, Rateau just picked his pocket. He's going to finish, and he does.
This is an impressive start here for the Boxers.
It is. This is a very good Hingham team. Do not count them out. They have two of the best shooters in the conference.
They sure do.
And Johannes and McBride. They work it all the way over the other side. Now McBride trying to do something, covered by Burton, looking for help. Kicks it over to Sula. Sula trying to do something. He almost loses it to Hopkins. Driving is Johannes, a long fadeaway, won't go. Ball picked by the Boxers. Now Rateau. Burton, top of the key. Coach Sniffen getting ready to make a change. He's getting ready for Mello to come in. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Montero, Burton. They're going to get him for traveling. He knew it too. So Mello comes in, and so does DeBios. And sitting down is, looks like Hearn and Sula for Hingham. All right, off the inbound, here we go. McBride now, covered by Burton. Thinking about using his speed. Feeds it inside, kicks it out to Johannes, didn't like what he saw. Well, all that being said, at the top of the key, McBride lets one go. That won't go. On the follow-through, won't go. Another follow-through, and it finally hits. As Ortiz, am I saying that right? Rockety.
Yeah.
Inside. Rateau has a look. Hits.
Wow. Quick answer by the Boxers.
McBride gives it to Mello. Mello now stops. He's looking for help. Looking for help. Transferred over to DeBias. Now back to McBride. Over to Mello. Mello stopping, moving, trying to make a move. Underhand flip and gets it.
Nice move.
That was a nice play. Tough play too.
Yes. Tough finish.
Burton. Rateau.
It's like we're seeing a little point guard by committee here for the Boxers early on without Johnson.
They work inside. Tipped. Great anticipation paid by DeBias to turn to a buck, and they're fouled. They're going to call that on Lutz, his first, team first. Rateau sits down, and McCall comes in for Brockton.
Nice start early on from Rateau, especially after playing, what, a full 3 quarters of that JV game before this one?
Absolutely. Misses it, cannot finish the three-point play. Everybody can see there's 2:30 left in this quarter. Mello almost picked the pocket there. Now Burton trying to move. McCall almost lost the ball. Back over to Burton. McCall for a long three.
Nope.
Won't go. Hopkins on the rebound. The big move, Dom. And he can't finish.
Big move and big block.
Good defensive play by the Harbormen. It'll stay Brockton's ball in the Harbormen's end with, as you can see, 2:10 left in the quarter. Dominic Hopkins tries to finish, gets blocked. I'm going to say he lost it. He initially got blocked. Fagans checks in, and Dominic Hopkins checks out. On the run, there's McBride, who's thinking about running, slowed it down off a pick. Had a shot, is a long jumper, hits.
Yeah.
He's got the Brockton lead to 7.
Hingham settling in here.
Quick turnaround shot, almost hit. That was Lutz on a fast break. Here comes the Harbormen. They kick it back outside, driving. Tobias, he lost the ball, but he's able to get it off. A long shot, and hits. They have cut it to 4, 1:27 left in this quarter. And the Harbormen are starting to feel it.
Yeah, this was an 8-0 game at one point.
It was. Coach DeBarros Smiley called a timeout.
Yeah, that was a good timeout. Hingham's really settling and got the deficit down to 4. Just hitting their shots, getting into the lane and hitting their shots. And Hingham's a very good three-point shooting team as well. And it was only a matter of time before those shots started to go in.
So for the record, if you hear us call Nick Johannes number 4 for the Harbormen, he's averaging 21 points per game. Liam McBride, number 32, I believe Coach Niffen told me was 19.5 points per game for them. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and he's only a junior.
Yep.
So he'll be back next year.
So you're looking at least 2 of the top 5 shooters in the conference.
Oh, yeah. 2 of the top 5 shooters. I remember seeing Hingham earlier. 2 of the top 5 shooters I've seen. And there's some good shooters in the Patriot League. Real good shooters. So.
And I know Jameson for Whitman Hanson, he has to be in there somewhere too.
Yeah.
He's got to be. He's averaging, he's got to be up there in the top. That kid's an unbelievable shooter.
We'll see him Tuesday night.
Yep. And we'll put the show on the road and we'll go down in the visiting Brockton boxes. We'll go down to Hingham High School, Whitman Hanson High School. I got to get it right. People going to the wrong school.
Yeah. Boxes, yeah, they're playing almost a Patriot League schedule, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Really testing themselves this year. I know you mentioned that about Coach DeBarros. He wants to play the best of the best. He's got them.
Oh, what a nice move by Montero. The start coming out of that break off the glass. He made that look easy.
He's up to 7 points.
There's Mello. Mello staying in the game, trying to work it down low. He does behind the door.
Yeah. Nice pass.
To Johannes. A minute left in the quarter. They work it around. Montero. Covered by Mello. Burton down low. Fagan stops. Now McCall's going to try to move. Kicks into Fagan. Little miscommunication. His float off the glass won't go. Lutz now off the glass. Hits.
No answer for him.
Now the Harbormen. But we see a lane. Kicks inside. Nice read by Lutz on the steal. That was intended for Sula. Let's see, it was last touch Montero on that break. Good defense by Johannes. So it'll be, of course, Hingham ball off the inbound. And McBride brings it up, covered by Burton. Last shot of the quarter right here. Was Brockton to get a quick turnover. Just trying to move. High, won't go. Rebound, 3 seconds. 2,
Nope.
1. And Nick Johannes let it go, but it fell short after 1 quarter of play. Your scores you can see. Brockton 19, The Harbormen 13, just like we called. Very good game.
Yeah, the Boxers got off to another hot start. We've seen that a couple times these past few games. But like I said, it was only a matter of time before Hingham settled in. Very well coached team, very good shooting team, and normally very sound defensively.
Absolutely. We'll let you know when we start this second quarter who's in, who's out, as far as the starters starting this quarter.
Yeah.
Brockton's next game, and again, Nate mentioned before, will be over at Whitman Hanson, as the Panthers will host the Boxers.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting night because the Boxers really had their way with the Panthers.
Yes.
If it wasn't for Jamison, who scored 27 in that loss, it could have been a lot worse.
It could have, absolutely, it could have been a lot worse. And it's going to be another good battle Tuesday.
Yep. It's going to be fun.
You know, Whitman Hanson will be changing it up. Nope, that loss did not sit well with Coach Rogers.
Now here at Brockton High, Wednesday night, the girls have a basketball game. I apologize. I'll check in a minute. I should have checked before I opened my mouth. But they do have a home game. That's actually at 3:30.
Oh yes, February break.
Yep, February break. Trust me, it took me a minute to think about that too. All right, so here we go, off the inbound, getting ready to start this second quarter. Nate Rollins, I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Rich Moretti, our score statistician from East Bridgewater, and of course Emma Reardon. And there's a nice feed inside and finishing. Sula
back down to 4.
And again, they cut it back down to 4, yep. Montero off a pick off Hopkins. All the way over to Burton. Burton was thinking about shooting. Mello almost picked his pocket. Nice move. Crossed him up. There's McCall's shot. Hits.
Hit it.
That kid can be smooth.
Yes, he can.
And here comes McBride now. They're kicking all the way up to Johannes, trying to move. They're going to get a foul on the floor. On a block on Montero. His first, team second. So both teams have 2 team fouls as of right now in this first half. Johannes misses a chance, excuse me, of finishing the 3-point play. Here come the Boxers. Montero. Wow, what a move. Oh, he couldn't finish. Oh. That foul will be on Johannes.
Montero was a special talent, huh?
He is so much fun to watch. Yep. Oh, this is the first.
I jinxed him.
No, I don't think so. I think he was exhausted from getting hit.
Yeah, probably.
Hits the second. Brockton lead. Back up to 6. McBride now, covered by Burton. Thinking about making a move, bounce pass low. Bertowi, they're gonna get a travel. As the old man, Nico Lutz, Nicholas Lutz needed a hand like he was 60 years old. Miscommunication between the Harbormen. McBride was trying to get it over to Sula, hit his back out of bounds, Brockton possession. So now Sula will come out, and Hearn will check, and excuse me, Murphy will check in. McCall, Montero, smartly steps back, gets it over to Burton. Back over to Montero, had a look, trying to drive, bounce, up high. Oh, and it's tipped by
right
Lutz.
there.
You always talked about
no answer for him.
Yeah, you always talked about how height kills.
Oh, yeah.
Murphy trying to go around McCall. Now Johannes trying to do something. Back over to Tobias. Back over to McBride. McBride. Murphy. 5 seconds on the shot clock. There's a baseline. That won't go. Rebound, Brockton.
Nice board there by McCall.
Burton. Oh, there's a read by Johannes. She read it all the way. Oh, he can't finish. He tried to fancy it, and he couldn't finish the play. Now Hopkins was thinking down low to Lutz. McCall, bounce pass. Montero has a look. It won't go. Rebound. Lutz. McCall shot. That hits.
Bang.
Leads back up to 11.
It's their 5th three-pointer already.
Murphy. That's Tobias. Trying to make a move. Going to try to drive baseline. It's back up to Johannes, the very dangerous man. His fadeaway and hits. What a smooth play that kid is.
It's a good one.
He makes that look easy.
Shot's almost as smooth as his hair, huh?
Yeah. They working around the perimeter there. Under 5 minutes, as everyone can see, left in the game, left in this half. There's a baseline. Again, another hit.
Look down for a second. Who hit that?
That was Hoppy, I think. That was Dominic Hopkins. And we had an offensive foul. That's on Rotowi. Rokati, excuse me. Boxers looking to add to their lead. Hopkins, he's in trouble. Kicks out to Burton. Burton, he's looking. He sees some light. He uses his speed. He goes high, but he's fouled.
Almost got that to fall, too.
That came close.
You know, we've talked ad nauseum about the Boxers' depth over the past couple games, just up and down the roster. We're really seeing it tonight, or this afternoon. You know, Zeke Johnson, and they haven't missed a beat.
Absolutely. Burton hits his first. And you actually mentioned that on the last Brockton broadcast against Durfee, how important it is. You and Miles touched on that, how important it is to have that depth and get that consistency off the bench. And we've been seeing it so far, carrying into this game tonight.
Yeah, and of course, it can't be understated. They have 5 three-pointers. That's another big reason they're up by right now 14 points.
Quick run. Mello. He's going to step back and let one go. It won't go. Montero's going to use his speed. Let's see if he goes coast to coast. He smartly stops. Kicks it over to McCall.
Nice job saving that.
Approaching the 4-minute mark left in this half. McCall sees something, works it in. He goes underhand. It's blocked. I believe that was Johannes who blocked that ball. And Mello now to Johannes. Long shot. That hits.
Hit it.
And that was Liam McBride who let that one go for the Harbor men.
They'll do that.
Burton. Try to move, stops. Montero trying to do something off the pick. That closes. McCall uses speed, kicks out to Burton who sees daylight. That won't go. Nice try. Rebound Harborman. And here comes Johannes. Try to run. Small baseline shot. Kick back out. There's another shot. That's short by McBride. And here come the Boxers. Montero's going to run it. Oh, and he does.
Just went coast to coast.
There's a long shot. That won't go. Rebound. Brockton high as Hopkins brings that one down for the Boxers. Burton now. He sees a lane. Bounce pass to Montero. Montero's long shot. Nope, that's too long. Almost picked up. We're going to say he's on the floor. On the line, excuse me. Of course, he's on the floor, but he's on the line.
That was a heck of an effort down there by Lutz to cause that. He's getting in there, using his body, and forced it out of bounds.
All right, so here we go. Everyone can see 2:42 left in this half. Oh, and the big man underneath. And finishing is Lutz.
The other big man.
Exactly. Checking in for the Boxers as Francois lost the ball for a minute, recovered. Now Johannes trying to use his speed as floater. Going to call a foul on the floor. I think they're going to call that on Lutz. They are. So Nico has his second shot. Checking in is McCain. Checking out is Sula. Montero out. Fonts in for Brockton. They're working on a long three. Won't go. Right place, right time. Won't go. Nice try by McCain. Rebound Brockton. You gotta give the kudos for that second effort hustle.
Yeah.
Oh, what a nice try by McCall. Won't go. Ball loose. Taken by the Harborman. Johannes bringing that up. Gonna try to go coast to coast, and he does.
Nobody was in there to stop him.
No, no one defended him. Saw the lane, uses God-given ability, and finished a nice play coast to coast. Burton now, he's a long three. Won't go. Rebound Hingham. And McBride brings that down for the Harbormen. Approaching 60 seconds. 90 seconds left in this half. We'll say it was last touched by Lutz. Oh, he's gonna get a foul on that. On the foul on the floor. His third, team fourth. That's gonna be a big hurt there, losing that big inside guy.
Yeah. They are a different team when he's off the court.
Thinking about, there's a little baseline shot, in and out, won't go. Tip, but right there to pick it up and clean it up is McCain.
Instantly, you can see they miss lots. As soon as he checks out.
Burton to Montero, works it all the way inside. Francois off the glass, too strong. Fagans, he gets his own rebound. Ball loose, Fagan tries to put it up. And, all right, they're gonna just say it was out on Hingham. An inbound ball in the Hingham end for the Boxers. Fagan's lost the ball trying to move. Good hustle by Tobias trying to keep it. It'll stay Brockton ball. 50.4 of a second left in this half. Off the inbound. Montero. Burton. Burton's gonna drive. Pop pivots. No look to Francois. Francois wasn't expecting that. All right, so here we go. There are 11 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Mello gonna try to drive off Francois. He can't on the floor. As both guys are slowly getting up. Fagans. They call him Papa, Big Papa.
I love watching Fagans play. He's never scared to just throw his body around on every play.
Off the inbound in the Brockton end. What a move with the long hook.
That was a good move.
Tobias with that one. Good job by that young man. Shot clock's off. 20 seconds left. As of right now, left in this half. Call. Francois over to McCall, over to Montero, back to Burton. They got time. 9 seconds left in the half.
Hurry up.
Montero now stops. Inside, Francois, a little hook shot.
Nope.
Won't go. And that's how they'll end the first half with your score. Brockton 37, Hingham 28. He's Nate Rollins, I'm Dominic Damiano. We have Rich Moretti from East Bridgewater helping out with our stats at the half. Emma Reardon, the producer and director, along with Athene. We'll be back with the second half right after this. Hi everybody, welcome back to Staff Gymnasium. I'm Dominic Damiano, joined by Nate Rollins, Emma Reardon, the production and director of this Brockton High School broadcast. Coming out of the half, Nate, 37-28. And I know you got some stats, and Rich Meridi, our runner, was able to get us some stats as well. Not surprised that Johannes and McBride are in the mix with 8 and 7 points, respectfully, for the Harbormen.
No, they are the two engines that make Hingham click. And when they're scoring, Hingham's a different animal. But I mean, if Hingham's going to mount to comeback, they're going to be the focal point of the comeback.
Don't forget, tomorrow, we will, for you Brockton people, well, the game will be posted later on our YouTube channel because we really can't go live, unfortunately, in the gym unless we can find a splitter.
Right. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice to go live, but it's definitely going to be in Brockton Community Access TV for everyone to see. It'll be off our YouTube channel as well.
So 6:30 tip
on Tuesday night.
Tuesday, yeah. We'll be high above.
And you have no idea how happy I'm having 3 days off this week.
Well deserved.
All right, so we will have an inbound ball, excuse me, as we get ready to start this broadcast. Miles Jackson, of course, is not here. The Brockton girls play Wednesday night. You can see that live on Brockton Community Access TV YouTube page. Now, as we're underway, that's tipped initially. Burton inside, no look to Hopkins. Inside to Lutz. Oh, boy. Oh. Impressive way to start this second half.
That'll get them up to 10.
Now the Harborman driving, sees a lane with the right hand and finishing. Excellent move by Liam McBride.
Yeah.
And here comes Montero. Lead is 9. Rateau back in as a starter. Gonna have a push off. So they called that on Hopkins. His first, team first. Now McBride. Johannes covered by Montero. They try to mix it around. Looks like they're playing more of a man, Nate.
Yeah.
Thinking about going and doing something with Sula. He kicks it back over to Tobias. Back over to, well, that was Tobias on the shot.
Yeah.
Thought I missed a jersey. And the Brockton lead is 7. Rateau. Bounce pass over to Burton. Another bounce pass, almost losing it and saving it is Rateau. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Inside bounce pass is taken all the way, trying to and hitting and not finishing, and now fouling. Ball hits a player. That ball's loose, but recovered by Hingham. McBride will try to slow it down. Works it inside. They try to go back door, and he does. As John Sula.
Brockton's got to be careful there. Good time up by Coach Barrow.
Absolutely. 6:08 left in this quarter. And the Harbormen has cut this lead to 5. Going to be interesting to see if he takes out the young Rateau, or does he keep him in? I'll see what he does. For the Harbormen, I wouldn't fix nothing. Just keep on attacking the way you're doing.
Yeah, they definitely came out in the second half. Totally different game plan.
Yeah.
A lot more aggressive in that first half, just settling for some shots. And like I said, Brockton's going to be careful because they could look up in a couple minutes and they could be the ones trailing by 5. So this was a good timeout.
All right, so let's see what they do. There's a first warning buzzer. You know, you had a conversation with Nicholas Lutz. Wasn't too happy with the officiating.
No.
He's a good kid.
Sure is.
All right, so the Harbormen are going to come out with Sula. Looks like McBride. Johannes, of course. Rokity, if I'm pronouncing that young man's name right. Rockety. Thank you. That's why you're here. All right, so here we go. Approaching 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Burton, he's going to try to drive, kicks it out to Rateau. Rateau moving, lost it.
Yeah.
It's a turnover for Hingham. Brockton needs to try to slow down this Hingham attack. They're working very well around the perimeter. McBride now. Johannes now. Trying to move on Lutz. Breaks it inside. That's blocked by.
Wow.
But then right there's Hingham. Good job by the Harbormen. They try to follow with a hook shot. That won't go. They had 2 attempts. Couldn't finish.
Burton's wide open in the corner. Didn't see it.
Yes. You're going to get a foul. You're going to call that on McBride. His second. Team first in this second half. Off the inbound in the Hingham end. There's a little fade away by the big man.
How do you guard that?
I don't know. That's tough.
Especially when you don't have the height. Matching.
Long forearm and a spin. That's an impressive move.
Yeah.
Now Burton. Brockton lead is 5, as everyone can see, 41-36. Rateau. They're working inside to Montero. Burton was thinking, nice spin pass to Hopkins, kicks it back out to Burton. Burton now no look to Lutz to see if he tries to move. Oh! And kicked it back out to Rateau, who lost control of the ball, goes out of bounds. Is a turnover for Hingham.
I would like to see him go up with that one.
If I'm that big, I'm going. I'm not him, though. I'm not the guy who has 2 of the best plays in the state of my face.
Yeah, right.
And Johannes will go, and he's fouled by Montero. His first, oh, they get him down for 2. I got him down for 1. His second, team second. Off the inbound, way out there to McBride. Unguarded, baseline. And John Sula hits that one for the Harbormen.
2-point game all of a sudden.
At one time, the Boxers had a very big lead.
15.
Trying to get some fresh bodies in there. Now Burton's going to try to drive. Kicks it back at the Hopkins. Rateau for 3. Kid can shoot. The little guy can shoot.
Nice shot by Rateau right there. Good feed, too.
It was. Good passing by the Boxers. They lead back up to 5. Rateau had a steal. Recovered by Hingham. Bride's jumper hits.
Yeah.
Lead is 3. Burton trying to move, bounce, floater, and it hits.
Got it.
Extends the lead back up to 5. Very dangerous. Liam McBride. He has two fouls on him. If he's inside, he goes unprotected. He couldn't keep up with him.
Nope.
And Sula makes that look easy. Toe, no look. Hopkins. Turnaround shot hits.
Oh, that was sweet.
Lead back up to 5. There's a floater, won't go. Rebound ball loose. Taken by the Boxers. Montero trying to add to their lead. He's going to go coast to coast.
Oh, couldn't get it.
Too much English on the ball. Couldn't finish the play. Sula now finishes off a feed from Johannes.
Get back quick enough.
Lead is 3. They're working around again inside. Lutz. Rateau has another look. It's another 3.
Look at shooter, huh? He's leaving him wide open, too.
He is. 2 minutes left in the quarter. speed is shot. That's off. Tipped in by Johannes. Now Montero. All the way over to Rateau. Inside for Lutz. Thinking about shooting it. Gets to the baseline. Back to Rateau. Montero. Burton for a long three. That's short.
That was a long attempt.
It was. Tobias looking over to McBride. He leads this offense. Thinking about using speed. He steps back for a long shot. That won't go. Tipped. Say it was last touched by Hingham. So Mello checks in for Sula. And McCain will check in for Brockton. I actually said his name right. It only took me 3 quarters. And for the boxers, McCall's in and Fagans is in. Big Papa, or Papa they call him. Burns will try to drive his little jump shot. Won't go. On the follow through too strong. Fagan is there and he fouled. Call that on McCain. His first, team second. And Fagans will shoot a couple. 49.4 of a second left, as you can see. The first shot won't go. This is telling that young kid to cover one of the best kids in the state is Nate Rateau. He's going to cover McBride. Saw the instructions being delegated by Coach DeBarros.
Yep, barking out the orders.
In a positive way. Off a pick. McBride's going to try to move.
Yep.
Going to get him for the travel.
That was all caused by Lutz.
Lutz has 3 team fouls. We've got a buzzer. Checking out is DeBarros. Checking back in for Hingham is Sula. Sula's been hot. And he hasn't fouled yet, so I don't know why you take him out. And again, I'm not the coach. They move it around. Rateau's going to try to drive baseline inside.
What a feed.
Oh.
Oh.
And he drives that home. Last shot of the quarter. 15 seconds left in the quarter. He's inside. Mello hits. Excuse me, McCain hits. Last shot of the quarter. Definitely last shot. Driving Burton. There's a baseline shot. Fagan's short, won't go. And he just throws it out of the gym. Ends the third quarter.
Yeah.
What a game.
5-point game.
Yep. 54-49. Be one heck of a game. Both teams staying disciplined. They'd only, 2 team fouls between them both.
Yeah. Both offenses are finding their groove, especially Hingham. I mean, when they started this quarter, I think they had like 5-6 straight possessions where they didn't miss a shot.
Yeah. We talked about in the beginning of the broadcast, you cannot give these Hingham shooters a chance to shoot.
No. And the scary thing is, Hingham hasn't been hitting many 3-point shots today. And they're only down by 5.
Yep.
So if you're Brockton, you better hope that stays that way and Hingham doesn't get hot beyond the arc, because if they do, watch out.
Well, it's going to be interesting how they approach this fourth quarter.
Yes.
And it's going to be interesting what Coach DeBarro's done, because Nicholas Lutz has 3 team fouls.
Yep.
Cameron Montero has 2, so you might as well just ride those horses.
Yeah.
Until they get themselves in trouble.
Yeah. I mean, we only got a quarter left to play. We get 8 minutes.
Yep.
So 3 fouls and 2 fouls, that's not bad.
Right. So it looks like the boxers are going to go with McCall, Lutz, Fagans, Rateau, and Burton. And Hingham is going to go with Sula, McBride, Mello in the game now, McCain, and of course Johannes. All right, let's run away. Rotow almost picked his pocket. McBride got sloppy. Johannes trying to run out to the baseline. They kick it to the top.
Oh.
There's a fake. Mello now drives his floater with his right hand and up the glass and in. The lead is 4. Lead is 3.
3, yeah. One possession game.
Burton now.
Oh.
Move, pivoting, goes up. Off the glass, won't go.
Oh.
Losing the ball
Lutz
almost.
was just taken down.
He was.
No call.
And up the glass
1 point game.
is Sula.
Say, get the ball to Lutz and let him do the rest.
Inside.
Oh.
Kicked out Rotow, who's been hot. That ball got tipped. Great defense by Hingham. Trying to fly and run, and he's fouled. That's Lutz's 4th. Looks like Francois and Montero are getting ready to check in for the Boxers. It's the first, the game is tied. Rotow checks out and Lutz checks out. It's the second one, and now Hingham has their first lead of the game. Burton to Montero. Burton covered by Johannes. Trying to move. Timeout, timeout Brockton, 6:37 left in the game. It's gonna be interesting, Nate. I mean, right now, how are we looking for stats as far as the lead is? We'll start with Hingham.
You got Hingham, I got the Boxers. Lutz is up to 16.
Yep.
Rotow, he's up to 11 points. Let's see. Montero's still at 10. I think they got 6 threes as a team, but they had 5 going into the half. So that's really how they built the big 15-point lead, is by shooting the 3. And now they're not connecting on the threes, and it's really no surprise that Hingham's, out front.
Absolutely. So let's see what happens here. So Hingham is going with Mello, McBride, Johannes, McCain, and Sula. Brockton's going to go with Montero, McCall, Burton, Fagans, and Francois off the inbound. 2 seconds, he has to shoot that ball. I think we're gonna have a foul on the floor. We are.
Yeah.
That's gonna be on Connor McCain, his second, team 3rd. And that'll bring Montero to the charity stripe and try to tie the game and possibly give Brockton the lead.
It was a nice play by Montero to draw that foul with the shot clock winding down.
Oop, this is the first. Hopkins in for Fagan. The bias in for McCain, I believe. Nope. The bias in for Sula. He's tied the game at 55. As you can see, 6:23 left in the game and running. McBride up, trying to go pick up McCain to try to drive it. Fouled by Burton. He'll go to the line.
Another tight game between these two teams. Boxers narrowly escaping last time with a 54-53 win. That was their 8th game game in on the season, so they've hit their stride lately and got out to an early lead. But now it's Hingham this time battling back.
Yep. There's McBride's second shot. He gives the Harbor men their first lead. And here comes Cam Montero. Burton sees some paint, tries to move inside to Hopkins. He can't finish. Ball tipped out of bounds. To stay Brockton ball. Just a little bit too much English on that ball. So exactly 6 minutes left in the game and a 1-point lead for the Harbormen. McCall, move, pivoting, little floater right hand and hits. Left hand, excuse me.
Yeah, tough shot.
That is very tough. Lutz getting ready to check back in. McBride trying to work something off the screen. He kicks that back over. Now Mello's going to try to move on Francois, and he does.
Back and forth.
1-point lead, 58-57, 5:28 left in the game. We'd like to welcome everybody watching in the greater Hingham area on the Brockton Community Access TV YouTube page.
If you're just tuning in, we've got a good game with about 5:28 left. It's going to be a good one.
And for the people that have started have been watching since the tip-off, I think it's time to warm your hot cocoa and your coffee back up, folks.
Yeah.
And get some fresh popcorn, because this is going to be something.
Especially if you stepped away when the Boxers were up by 15.
Yeah. Little program note. The Lady Boxers will be back here on Brockton Community Access TV on Wednesday night. They'll tip off at 3 o'clock. Nate Rollins and myself and 4 Deep Sports Talk will be down over in Whitman Hanson on Tuesday night as these same Boxers go visit the Panthers. So that should be another great game.
Especially down low. I remember that last time. Malcolm Alcorn Crowder at Whitman Hanson going against Lutz. That was a fun matchup.
That was fun to watch.
He's about as close as I've seen to be able to match up with Lutz, actually.
Yeah. So far this year, I totally agree to that.
That was a good matchup down low.
All right, now Montero. Burton trying to regain that lead. Great zone defense by the Harbormen. Ten seconds on the shot
those
clock.
Bodies in front of Lutz.
Yep, and nice job down low, and he's fouled.
Wow. They just broke down the defense right there.
Toe checks back in, so Brockton has a chance to make this a 3-point play and go up by 2. Called that on number 32. That's McBride's third. And I bet you Coach Niffen, he's going to ride him right into the sunset. Can't get him out of there.
I would.
And he hits. The lead is 2 for the Boxers. Approaching 5 minutes left in the game. McBride now. He switches. Gets it over to Tobias. Mello sees something. His fadeaway won't go. Ball loose on the floor. They're going to say it was last touched. Last touch by Montero, maybe. So we'll have an inbound pass in the Brockton end for the Harbormen. Driving baseline with a floater right here. It's blocked by Lutz.
Wow.
But recovered by the Harbormen. Now driving, stopping. He sees the wall in front of him. He smartly stops. Now Mello's going to try to go around Mateau. That should be a travel.
Yeah.
Offensive foul.
Yeah, gonna call it.
That is Chase Mello's first foul, team 5th. The lead is 2, 60-58. Again, as everyone can see, 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this game. Boxers trying to find their rhythm. Great job by the Harbormen. They had a lead momentarily. They chipped away at it. The 15-point lead is a shot by Burton.
That's a big shot right there.
Bang! Trying to drop McBride. Oh, they're going to say he was fouled. See who they call that on. They're going to call that on Burton, his second, team fifth. So both teams have five team fouls. Hits the first. So Sula checks out. Excuse me, DeBios checks out, and Sula checks back in for the Harbormen. As we approach the 4:01 mark in the game. Hits them both. Brockton lead is 3. Montero, Rateau. Montero again, thinking Lutz. Burton. Inside, tipped. And there's a turnover for the Harbormen.
Shoot a wide open.
Oh, what a great read by Montero. He is going to finish off the glass.
Nice play.
Excellent read. We saw Johannes do that in the first half. Those two athletes, between Johannes and Montero, they're unbelievable to make that prediction like that.
You can feel the energy start to pick up back up for the Boxers here.
McBride, long shot. Won't go, rebound Boxers. Burton. That's Montero back to Burton. They go give and go. Rateau had a look. He stops, kicks inside to Lutz, who kicks Burton. Thinking bounce pass, probably inside. Great defense by the Harbormen. They kick it back out to Rateau now, top of the keys. Look like he's trying to go right. As you can see, driving baseline, moving with the hand, can't finish.
Jump ball, yeah.
Have a jump ball.
10th rebound of the game right there for Lutz. Go along with 19 points.
So it will be Brockton's ball off the inbound in the Hingham end, tipped.
That was a dangerous pass.
What a place by Sula. He's going to try to finish, and he does. What a read. The lead is 3 for the Boxers, 65-62 with 2:25 left in the game.
Yep.
Almost lost the ball. Mello almost picked his pocket. Got the Rateau, has a look, who's been hot, and he's hot again.
Just don't want to defend him.
That kid is on fire.
Leaving him open.
Now Johannes trying to move. That's high, won't go. Tipped. Ball's loose. Tipped again, taken by McBride. His floater with the right hand and goes. Coach Sniffen calls a timeout. 1:56 left in the game. That ball was everywhere.
Yeah, it was. Been a well-balanced attack though for the Boxers today. 4 guys in double figures. Lutz is up to 19 points and 10 boards. Burton's up to 10 points.
Very impressive.
Teo's up to 14. And Montero's up to 13. So there's your 4 guys in double figures.
1:56 left, 68-64, as you can see. Well, you can't see from this shot. Both teams have 5 personal fouls. And let me see, both teams only have 2 full timeouts left in this game. Let's see if that comes back to haunt them.
Yeah. Should be plenty though, unless we're going to overtime. I see Whitman hands and goes. Bob Rogers up there in the stands as well.
You see Bob Rogers?
I do. He's right over there.
Is he wearing a wig? I don't see him.
It's tough to explain where exactly he's sitting.
That's fine. All right, as we come out of this timeout. Brockton's going with Rateau, Burton, Montero, Hopkins, and Lutz.
Yeah. Top guns out there.
Top guns. For the Harbormen, it's Mello, McBride, Johannes, Shula, and Tobias. Rateau, oh, look at that one.
Just wild.
How did he not get fouled? How did he not get fouled? He didn't fall by himself.
No.
All right, McBride now. Over to Shula. Shula's going to try to move his flow to the right hand. Too strong. Tip. Hopkins gets rebound for Brockton.
Big rebound there by Hopkins.
Montero. Just lost the ball.
Be
Mello.
careful here. Good timeout.
It almost was like you were about to say that before he called it.
Good timeout.
1:10 left in the game. 68-64 Boxers. But I don't mean, you know me, I try to call things as neutral, but when I see a guy as big as us playing basketball and he falls to the floor,
yeah,
he just didn't do that by himself. But you know what? They got three guys doing the best they can. I've been in that situation with baseball. And this is where we stand. Again, 68-64, 1:10 left in the game. Again, program note, Nate and I will follow the boys Boxers as they visit Panther Country over at Whitman Hanson High School. And then Wednesday night, the girls will have a home game. That tip-off is at 3 o'clock on the Brockton Community Access YouTube page. Nate, we called it on the tip-off. You said it was going to be one heck of a game, and now I need you to pick 5 winning lottery ticket numbers for me.
I don't know about that.
All right, here we go. As far as foul trouble goes, we know Lutz is in trouble with 4.
Yeah.
Montero and Burton have 2. McBride has 3 for the Harbormen. McCain has 2. And Rockety has 2. And that's a foul trouble for both teams. Now Burton off the inbound, approaching a minute left in the game. Mello goes off and pick off Lutz. Baseline, Hopkins has a look. Hits.
Big shot. Wow.
Very big game. Now McBride trying to make a move. And then I say Johannes was hit. That was pretty obvious there. We'll see who gets credit for that. They're going to call that on Burton, his 3rd. Well, there's only 44.8 of a second left. I'm going to call that on the floor. Inbound pass in the Brockton end. Again, 44.8 of a second left in the game. McBride gets the ball and he's trying to lead this team. Oh, Montero, I thought he was going to have a steal. There's a long fadeaway. Hitting is Sula, and Coach Niffen smartly calls a timeout with 32.4 of a second left in the game.
5-point game.
Yeah, back down to 5. Both teams have one team timeout left. Again, we hope all of you watching back in the greater Hingham area, of course here at Brockton, enjoying this fantastic boys basketball matchup. Big shout out to Rich Moretti from East Bridgewater doing all the running around getting us the scores between the quarter. Good job by that young man. Emma Reardon doing all the producing and directing. Of course, I'm happy to be joined by Nate Rollins. Well, Nate will get stuck with me on Tuesday night. All right, so here we go. Boxers coming out with Rateau, Hopkins, Lutz, Montero, and Burton. Johannes, Mello, McBride, That looks like Asula and DeBios.
Troubles with this full court press again for the Boxers.
Absolutely. Off the inbound again, Burton.
Nice
We're gonna have a
defense.
foul. That's on Chase Mello, his second, team sixth. Timeout, Coach DeBarrels, 24.2 of a second. As you can see, 71-66. Great non-league matchup, fantastic.
Last time out too.
That'll do it.
Hingham still got one.
Yep. So any other coaches you noticed in the stands that might be watching?
How can you not see Bob? Up, he's turned around.
He's turned around.
The red and black jacket, midway, about the middle.
Oh,
the middle of the stands.
Yep.
Over there.
I see one guy
Turned
with
around. He's got his Whitman Hanson jacket on.
I swear to God, I can't see him. I see a guy with the red sweater on this section.
Over
there he is. Up
Yeah,
in the corner.
there you go.
There you go. Now I see him. Yeah, once
Turned around.
Once I rubbed off the crap off this contacts, I was able to see him. All right, here we go. Again, 24.2 of a second, 71-66 Boxers. The next foul will put the team in the bonus, either team. Off the inbound. Montero, full court press, Burton. Trying to get out of it, we'll get another foul. That'll be on Mello, his third. That'll put Burton to the charity stripe and the 1-and-1 on a hold. All right, so these are big shots here for Burton. It's the first.
Yeah.
It's them both. Brockton lead is 7. They got to go fast if they got to get. And Coach Niffen knows it. McBride now. Johannes was thinking about a long three. Kicks it back out. He's uncontested. Johannes hits.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Timeouts with 3.4 of a second left. Both teams out of timeouts. The Haberman in the penalty.
Yeah. The Hingham staff's trying to figure out how they're gonna possibly come back out of a 4-point deficit with 3.46 on the clock.
Yeah, that'd be impressive. That would be
impressive.
That would be a coaching lesson for the ages.
Yeah, be a first. I've never seen it. Hey, you get a quick steal, you heave up a quick three, and maybe you got a shot.
Maybe if they had the flash.
Yeah.
But you know, you got to give your hats off to the Haberman. I mean, they came back. They were down by 15.
Yeah.
They turned this into a ball game.
They sure did.
And the only thing for Coach Niffen is he's probably thinking, why couldn't we play like that in the first quarter? Why couldn't we get, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the
Brockton,
Boxers,
good miss from behind the arc.
yeah, they were draining everything. Yeah.
You know, when you're hitting your shots and you got a guy like Lutz down low that can seemingly go up and almost haul down any rebound, and you can just feed him in there. It's a tough matchup.
It is.
They're a completely different animal making those three-point shots. Very dangerous team.
All right, off the inbound, Montero.
Oh.
They're going to call that on Montero. That was the best dive move I've ever seen in my life. He took one for the team on that one. They want to confirm No, they're gonna still stick with that call, an inbound ball with 3.4 of a second left.
Oh, it's Hingham ball.
I mean Hingham ball, excuse me. In the Brockton end, off the inbound, McBride. His long shot won't go. That'll do it. The Brockton Boxers extend their winning streak once again to 4 games with a very impressive 73-69 win.
Yeah, they've won 6 out of their last 7. Hitting their stride and into tourney season. That's what it's about.
All right, for Nate Rollins, I don't know if you want to get some scores out or, I mean, any stats?
Sure.
First one that sticks out.
Lutz, 19 points, 10 rebounds, and Toe, I mean, hitting the threes. It was a complete team effort across the board for the Boxers. Very impressive.
All right, for Nate Rollins, Emma Reardon, producing and directing this broadcast. I'm Dominic Damiano. We will catch you Wednesday night as the girls' tip-off is at 3 o'clock. Everyone have a fantastic week.